What up, Pink Ladies, T-Birds, just happen to be watchers of my shit. My name is JImmiPynk, and I feel like I'm in the Matrix because I keep going to find out how far the rabbit hole really goes. So, thank you guys for tuning in to part 2 of the ongoing hashtag change the channel not so awesome saga. I'd always intended on doing a second video after I read the full document. But to get it together with y'all real quick, my flagship shows reviewing RuPaul's Drag Race, those reviews are always going to come first because that is the majority of the views I get and the majority of subscribers want. This, for me to talk about this, is more of my own passion. A lot of my actual viewers are not even familiar with Channel Awesome. That's not their tea. So, I've since read the entire document, as well as I've been following the hashtag very closely. I've been following the story very closely. The first thing I want to say is there are a lot of contributors that I were not even familiar with that were part of Channel Awesome. I mean, I knew I liked their work and didn't know they were part of Channel Awesome. And some that I just forget, like Brows Held High, which you guys might know as Owen Citizen, Film Brain, Rap Critic. I said Todd in the Shadows in the last video, I think. The Dom, Chris Stuckman. Like, I didn't know that these people were even, I did mention Diamata Hagen. These are some people that I didn't realize were part of Channel Awesome, but it doesn't matter because they all done left. People I didn't even know were on the stage left. They left like 5 people after this conference. So before I get into the other disgusting things that I did not read, that, oh my God, are so much worse to the point where I almost want to take the first video down because I didn't address it. But let's talk about Empire Con and Empire City Con, whatever the fuck it is that they had a panel. Doug decided to go to the panel, y'all. They went. You can't make a statement, but you can go to a con, and did you not think that you were going to be asked about that? And when you were asked about it, you basically brushed those questions off in lieu of giving this praise and admiration for Mike, the CEO. I always mispronounce his last name, so I won't. Who is, if you read the documents, probably the person most named by name, and definitely seems to be the larger piece of the pie as far as the problem. Because there were so many content creators staying, and I get it, okay? If something got you to a certain point to have fame where you eating off this YouTube shit, and you're unsure of what that's going to do to you, and you do hope that people like, well, maybe this didn't happen to me personally, so maybe they're getting better. Because a lot of these people joined the site a little bit later, maybe only been on, I think Channel Awesome is 10 years old. Some of these people have only been on less than 5 years. So some of the stories about the conditions of filming the anniversary movies and some of those things, these people weren't around for. So, according to Twitter and the resignation letters that have been posted, the Dom was the big one for me because that's one that I know. I love his book comparisons. But they lost like 4 or 5 creators like immediately after shit got out about this panel. Like, oh, okay, well, you guys are still not improving your communication with us. When addressed, I'm sure a few of those people were waiting to say, well, let's see what Doug says, because maybe he's collecting his thoughts. Very similar to the Screen Junkies thing with Andy Signore. We was all waiting and waiting and waiting to see what those people were going to say too. And the channel basically went silent for like 2 weeks before anything even came back up. So, you know, in a professional manner, I could see Doug. Okay, we put out this apology, even though it was a trash-ass apology. That was a non-apology. that eventually they were going to say, okay, at this point, now we're going to come out, we're going to do our video. Even when the fucking Woody Woodpecker video came out, 2 days after this shit, y'all, I shit you not, I unsubscribed from the channel. But I clicked on the video because, of course, YouTube has that algorithm. It was still suggesting it to me even though I unsubscribed. I was shocked that he still posted a video. So I watched like the first 3 minutes of it because I'm like, maybe there's going to be a credit where it has a statement, or maybe he's going to come on like he does with the charity shout out. Maybe he's going to come on at the beginning and say, you know, this is what's going on, this and this and this, but thank you for sticking with me, and here's the video for this week. Like, that's what I was expecting to go down. It did not. Instead, it was just, Mike is awesome, I'm awesome, and next question. So a lot of content creators have gone. I don't even know who they have left. Cinema Snob at this point. Because like I said, all of the other creators that I said I forgot to mention that they were also part of Channel Awesome, and these are people I watch all the time and are subscribed to as well. Well, they all left too, so. Now I want to talk about the parts of the document, and I'm not going to get into, because again, like, we in the age of Me Too, Black Lives Matter, and also a lot of social justice warriorism. And I am going to say some of the content was, oh, okay, well, you just threw that in your 2 cents because you feel a way about it. But at the same time, too, you can't discount what is upsetting or what is considered unprofessional to somebody else. To them, that may have been a big deal, so I'm not going to judge that. Instead, I want to talk about the major 3 things that really stood out to me. The first one was Jew Wario. I was aware of Jew Wario only because I've seen, like I said, I've been watching Channel Awesome, and you know, they have back catalog too, so like, you know, I didn't realize so many people were posting their back catalog because they were kicked off the site. I didn't realize that's what they were doing it, but a lot of people were posting their back catalogs of videos I had never seen, crossovers and things. So I had seen Jew Wario. And I do remember I didn't find out about Jew Wario until after he committed suicide, because people were putting it like tributes to him and like showing, you know, old clips or, you know, in their videos. So when you talk to the part where Dr. Gonzo goes to Mike and says we should do like a tribute, like an online wake, something along the lines of, and your response to that is nobody watches you, we'll do it on somebody's channel that people watch more, and dismiss that like that. On top of the fact of, now like I said, I watched some past reviews, but you guys comment below and let me know, was there anything ever like that? Because from my understanding, all I remember is seeing different people make a mention of it in their own videos. There was never a comprehensive rest in peace Jew Wario greatest hits type collaboration. Okay, moving on. That bothered me a lot, because not only do you not have any consideration for your creators, you don't have any consideration for your fans. If this man was a part of your website and he got views, and a lot of people need closure, because YouTube is much more personal. So as opposed to watching a television show, you do feel like you know the YouTube people a little bit more. The connection is a little bit more personal. I digress on that. The second issue I have is with Mike Ellis, because the Mike Ellis thing never even came up on my radar because I never finished reading the document before I did the video. I was just so bothered I did the video. You mean to tell me that this man was sexually harassing, which, this is an oxymoron, Mike Ellis was sexually harassing your HR department? Because I know y'all didn't have a department, it was just her. Your HR department. And he's not fired, under review, anything for a year, and then when you do fire him, you feel like it's that detrimental that you guys had to put her in a safe house and you're walking around with baseball bats and samurai swords as y'all get her to the safe house. To a safe house. And that man wasn't fired for a year. What type of investigation was you guys doing? Like, that's insanity right there. If you felt like this man was so much of a threat that you had to take this woman to a safe house, but how long did y'all let that shit slide? And then when he starts sexually harassing someone else, a gay guy, I guess the guy's gay, but obviously Mike Ellis was doing some homosexual flirting with him for 2 hours trying to get on. Dude ignored him. And when the guy goes and complains about it, Mike's answer is, I told him not to do that shit. Seriously? And then, this woman is your HR department. I don't care if she didn't work every day on her sick days and everything else. She had surgery and you fired her, and instead of paying her a severance, you forced her to sign a contract that says she can't work nowhere else for 2 to 3 years immediately after surgery that was going to forever change her and the way she lived for the rest of her life. And you know how expensive stuff like that is, and you know good and hell well you have to have ongoing doctor's visits and things. Sometimes if it doesn't go right, a second surgery. You was going to take her money, and the only way she got it is so that she couldn't go and do what her job was for 2 to 3 more years. Fuck you guys. Fuck you guys. Fuck you guys. I'm sorry. Fuck you all. Fuck them. Fuck you all. Lastly, and the reason why I'm going in on this last, because I'm going to try to condense this. But for my pink ladies and T-birds, I know a lot of you people that are watching this are not subscribers or watchers of my channel because that's not your content. But I speak quite a bit about sexual harassment and sexual abuse because I am a victim of both. So, you have people that complained about somebody grooming young fans to screw, because that don't sound just like Andy Signor. Well, I guess all the sexual harassment things are all together, so maybe I'll bite my tongue because I don't want to go on a big, huge rant, but let's just say you handled that very poorly. You handle women very poorly, and the fact that you fired somebody for not responding back to a 15-minute Skype when you took a year to fire somebody who was sexually harassing your HR lady so fucking bad that y'all had to take her to a safe house is fucking laughable. Actually, no, it's not laughable because the shit's not fucking cute no more. It never was. But of course, in this day and age, we have a morbid curiosity. So, even though you're invested in the story, and like I said, I was not going to even do a video about it initially, and now I'm invested to a story. The first time I did it, it was more of a morbid curiosity. Like, I do watch some of these subscribers, but if you didn't watch my first video, I said, out of the ones that were actually in the complaint, I only knew 4 of them. And one of them I don't even watch, and one of them I only watch partially. So it was more so just Lupa and Lindsay, or Allison and Lindsay. But as I read the entire document, and as people started speaking out, and people started leaving the site in droves, I said there's a deeper issue here, and that deeper issue has been exclamation point. When you went to this con, and this was your chance to at least say something to give anybody a glimmer of hope of maybe Doug ain't that bad. Maybe Doug's not that complicit. Maybe Doug is going to have enough. Maybe Doug is a decent enough person to realize that this was the issue that was going to come up during this goddamn con and say something about it. But then again, you don't own the Nostalgia Critic, so maybe you can't say shit. Because you'll fuck around and lose all your money. Maybe you can't say nothing. All the sexual harassment I put together. Here's my third one. Y'all, I remember what is it? The game show. Because I was on my audition to go be on it. Because I live in Ohio. Chicago is an 8-hour drive. But when I found out, because like I said, this is when I kind of lost context between, I'm sure I probably watched that, yeah, I watched that in real time, between that guy with the glasses and them switching over to Channel Awesome, but then Channel Awesome videos or contributors were posting them to YouTube. So I lost this. But when you told me that that shit was a $90,000 fundraised from Indiegogo endeavor with that shit that looks like the fucking junior high school play with cardboard and construction paper and damn, y'all couldn't even get the win, lose, draw board and do that for a competition. Y'all motherfuckers is playing Go Fish with a fucking Dollar General game. And yeah, it's a Dollar General game because y'all motherfuckers is in Illinois and I know y'all got Dollar General because half the shit that Brad tries be from Dollar General. So y'all got Dollar General. That game, y'all, probably was $8. I'm not lying. Because nothing costs to the 99-cent in Dollar General. It was probably $8. Like, I can see the yellow Dollar General. $90,000? $90,000 and y'all couldn't even get a real set built, but here's what's tea. Because y'all wouldn't have even did that if Indiegogo wasn't coming for that ass, because y'all basically did a fucking Ponzi scheme and got $90,000 and ain't do shit with it that had anything to do with your channel. That bell means I'm going to wrap that up because that is my Untucked Drag Race review. And like I said, as a YouTube creator, I understand the stress, the pressures that these people is under, and to have somebody on top of you that don't understand that and don't even really give a fuck about you, I get it. So I got to upload what most of my viewers want to see. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. It's rendered and I'm going to go. So if you are one of my viewers, patrons, thank you as always. At all times. Thank you guys. My pink ladies and T-birds, thank you so much for subscribing, rocking with me. If you're not a pink lady or a T-bird and you like my content, or hell, you may want to go check out some more content, become part of the House of Grease by clicking the subscribe button. You also may want to hit the notification bell so that you can see when other reviews come up. And that's all. Time for lunch and posting videos. Deuces.
Kamehameha, attackers blazing, I'm so amazing. Japanimation, the anime on your cartoon station. So fulfilling, no adults swimming for about an hour. Revealing power, unorthodox amongst these cowards. Full transformation for Optimus Prime transformation. A good vibration from